Hello, everyone. Welcome to Decision 2022 here at Defector, where we will reveal the winner of the David Roth cutout sweepstakes, or at least the location of the winner.
Yeah.
We're not doing proper names.
In another more specific sense, I'm guaranteed to be the winner.
Yes, very much so.
I get to go to Fort Worth.
Well, we don't know that.
We don't know that. I'm assuming it's Fort Worth just because I think something bad's going to happen to me.
It's the Royal Fort Worth, generally speaking. So for those of you who
the mind.
For those of you who, for whatever reason, tuned into this not knowing what it is, you see this back here? That's a two-dimensional cutout of this man right here. That's David Roth. That's also Roth in a way. So when we decided not to raise prices at Defector this past September, we were like looking for other things we could do to like make up for that without losing any of our readers. And so many of you stepped up and gave to our pay forward a subscription fund, like a very ridiculous amount of money, with the grand prize for those who donated being a trip, a visit, I suppose.
Yeah, you don't have to go anywhere. I have to.
A visit from David and two-dimensional David. You will get to keep that if you are the winner. I mean, you could be convinced to stay, right?
Yeah,
you could be kept also.
Right. It depends like what kind of, so I'll just put
kind of
some,
treats?
Yeah, I love treats, sweets and treats, or any combination of those that you have. If they're good, I'll stay until they're gone. I also want to put cards on the table here for a minute.
Yeah.
Because I think, people that gave to us are very special to us, our viewers are very special to us. This thing's pretty fucked up. We're holding its head up right now. There's some chopsticks back there.
That's literal.
Yeah.
They're literally, oh wow, we're
there it is.
Thank you, Jasper.
Yeah, so you can see those are I don't know exactly where we got those, but
it's not mint condition, is what you're saying. That's actually somebody at a podcast taping was invited to punch you in the face.
Yes, by Drew, not by me. I thought it was rude. Yes. And they did punch it really hard, and so it's sort of been a little wobbly ever since then. But that said, you can get it repaired pretty easily anywhere that you go for your cardboard repairs in your day-to-day.
Anyway, we're going to talk more about your feelings about this in a moment, but first we're going to throw to Sean on the business side of Defector, who ran a lot of numbers and came up with some projections so we can kind of calibrate our expectations and he's for what's about to go down. And he's wearing a tie.
Can you hear me, see me, etc.? Okay, cool. For those who don't know, my name is Sean. I run the Defector Media Decision Desk, is the most important thing that I do day to day. So I think there are like two big questions on everybody's mind these days. The first is where is David Roth going to go? And then two is, will he respect the result of this democratic process and go where he's told at the end of it? I'm gonna give the lay of the land when it comes to the former, and then maybe Lauren can pin Roth down on the latter during the upcoming interview segment that we've got here. Like Lauren talked about, Defector Media's Roth raffle had more than 1,500 subscribers contribute by either upgrading their sub or making a one-time contribution to the Pay Forward subscription fund. After you account for our accomplished subscribers, we landed with something like 1,600 entrants in the pool here. And even if those 1,600 entrants are mostly lawyers, they're at least geographically diverse. So we had something like 200 different metropolitan statistical areas, or MSAs, represented in the pool here. The table below gives the top 10. In order, those are New York City, DC, Chicago, Seattle, Boston, the Bay, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, Portland, and Baltimore. In total, these top 10 represent about 50% of the entries that we got. And I think that's about what you would expect, particularly given the strength of the Davy Navy along the coasts of our country. Although the pool is a little bit top heavy there, there's no shortage of exciting outcomes here. So in a little bit less than 1% of the time, I would say Roth is on onion watch here. He'll get sent to the basketball capital of the world. In like 7 of 1,000 of our counterfactuals here, Roth will get sent to the capital of a favorite food of his. Saw that nice comment there commending Skyline Chili in response to a blog that he posted earlier this week. And then maybe the big one here is the Anchorage, Alaska Pit Bull outcome. So we're at like 4 of 1,000 odds here that Roth follows in the footsteps of his personal hero Pitbull and gets sent to Alaska. And then, as somebody responsible for this idea happening, I'm really rooting for the Hawaii outcomes here. There's like 5 of 1,600 entries will send him somewhere in Hawaii. I'm particularly interested in what the Hawaii non-metropolitan area one is. I know it's like somebody who lives in a volcano or something that will have to go down into their lair with or to like heat treat the cardboard cutout here. And then, the other notable stuff here, we're at like 1% each for Michigan, and then most of Florida kind of rounds to 1%. And then, unfortunately, we did not get any support from Lubbock, Texas. So, unfortunately, that one's not going to happen for you, Roth. And then, last thing here, this is like, I would call this the Defector Media Decision Desk difference. So using some proprietary data and modeling techniques, I was able to pull together this exhibit, which shows you the MSAs which have either made a late push to secure Roth or have kind of fallen off here in the last 2 weeks. So what the numbers tell us is that support for Roth has kind of skyrocketed in Texas over the last 2 weeks. Not totally clear to me what's going on there. I'm wondering if it's an attempt to like woo him back into his head coaching role that he has abdicated with the University of Austin. We've also seen a spike in San Diego, and then also in Cleveland too. And I'm kind of like lumping those together as like 2 regions of the country that have been recently impugned by Defector Media properties. So we've got this poll quote here from the Distraction episode that had Justin Halpern on it. Quoted as saying that San Diego is like if there was a beach near Boston. And I believe Roth continued the thought that it's like Los Angeles if you replace the movie industry with the Navy, which is not what you want vibe-wise. So I'm wondering if that's like, some of the shirtless 5'8" guys that run around the Gaslamp district want to give Roth a piece of their mind. And then if you look down on the flip side, those are our underperformers in the last 2 weeks. And there are a lot of like swing states here. So you see like Georgia, Wisconsin, kind of some of the upper Midwest, Arizona. There's, support collapsing in these states reminds me of something, but I can't quite place it. It's probably nothing to worry about here. So that's what I've got. That's your digest on the state of the race. I will throw it back to Lauren and Roth.
Thank you so much for that, Sean. That was very insightful.
Yeah, I feel like I learned a lot.
I did, yeah. So before we get to the reveal, I was asked to ask you a few questions to, get your yeah, Sean, stop screen sharing. So like the closest analog to this that I could figure was the LeBron James decision from like 2010.
Many people are saying that.
Yeah. So I just like took some of Jim Gray's questions from that.
Good. Right.
And I figured like they just convert really well. And so I'm gonna ask them to you, and then we can get to the reveal.
Great.
So what's new? What's been going on with you this summer?
Nothing so wild. I went to Maine, spent some time up there, helped my father-in-law move some antiques around. We ate some sandwiches that we like. What else? Went to the shore with my family. I agreed to have a cardboard likeness of myself shipped with me anywhere in the United States. And what else did I do? Is there anything especially interesting that happened to me this summer? Oh yeah, I went to a bunch of Mets games, and I don't remember how the season is still going for them. They're actually still contending. Yeah, look at them. This is it. They're just a few days away from winning the World Series.
Yes.
At some point.
So you weren't able to be recruited because you went straight to the NBA from high school. You enjoyed this recruiting process now?
Absolutely. I mean, it's been really fun to just be wooed by places like Hawaii non-metropolitan. And I was disappointed that Lubbock didn't show more interest. I feel like that was culturally a great fit, but I imagine maybe they are set. Maybe they already have one Jewish person there and don't need to add more. But I mean, it's a great way to sort of mentally and emotionally get yourself square with just what a big and beautiful country this is, and how many places in it you don't want to go to.
So President Obama 7 times has commented that he'd like to see you go to Chicago. What did you expect from this process?
Pretty much that. I've known all along that Barack is a friend, I guess you'd say. Not of the website. I don't think he reads it, of mine, a personal friend. And I've never been to the Wieners Circle, and that's become an issue for us, that he really wants me to go there. Apparently it's very good.
Okay. Who in this process, LeBron, have you taken advice from, and who has had the biggest influence?
Oh gosh. I would say I haven't really taken advice from anyone during this, in the sense that I've been advised over and over again that this is an unwise thing to do.
Mhm.
And I have not listened to that, which is how we wound up here. Also, Maverick Carter.
Yeah. Do you have any doubts about this?
Certainly not.
No?
No, this is,
Okay.
I'm ready to, whatever's about to happen to me, I just hope it happens in a way that's funny to other people.
Do you want to put your preferences on the record, or do you want it to be sort of wide open?
That's not a Jim Gray question, because he already knew by that point.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I've had a working theory, which again, like many other things, may be on the cusp of being proven hideously wrong here, that like pretty much any city is cool if you can talk to people that live there and they can give you like advice on stuff. Like, I think you can get a good sandwich anywhere in these United States. So obviously it's funnier if I go someplace, I go to like a bad sandwich town and just have to deal with it. But like, we will see. The thing that I'm kind of dreading is air travel with this. But the thing I'm dreading more than that is subway or bus travel in New York City with it. So LIRR would be the worst scenario there, I think.
Okay. Well, I've mapped out your route.
Okay.
It's a multi-step process.
Cool. Do you have,
I'm gonna
how high tech
present
is this
it
going
you.
to be?
It's gonna be very high tech.
Oh,
actually.
neat. I love that.
So I'm gonna share this. How are we looking? You looking good?
Yeah, very good.
This is my so yeah, like I said, multi-step process. I'm gonna walk you through it sort of one at a time. I'm starting you at the closed Planet Hollywood in Times Square, because I want to use your exact address.
That is the custom. That makes sense.
So the first thing you're gonna do from the Planet Hollywood, if you want to interject with like guesses at any point,
Okay.
feel free. So the first thing you're gonna do, maybe if I can, oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
You're gonna go to the 49th Street subway station, and you're gonna take the R train 12 stops to Whitehall Street.
If I'm going to Staten Island with this thing, I'm going to be very upset.
All right, so the next thing you're gonna do.
Come on, that's not right.
You're gonna take the Staten Island ferry to St. George Ferry Terminal. You're gonna get on the Tottenville SIR and ride it 7 stops to Richmond Valley.
Well, this is good. I've never been on the Staten Island subway, so that's great to be able to tick that off.
I'm not done. I'm not even close to done.
Oh,
actually.
good. All right, cool. Well, that's the best news I've heard yet.
So after that, you're gonna get a car. You're gonna take I-81 North to the Taste Buddies ice cream shop in Hampton, New York. So the thing about that, it's closed for the season, but you're not gonna know that until you get there. After that, you're gonna get back in your car using I-71 South. You're gonna drive 981 miles to the Century Casino in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. And you know this is legit because I would have routed you through Michigan if it wasn't.
Yeah, no, that makes
It's
sense.
very clear. This is very, very genuine. So what I did work in, you're probably gonna be pretty hungry at this point.
No, I'll eat on the ferry.
No, you're not. It's not on the schedule. So you're gonna head 651 miles northwest to Bob's Drive-In. It's a hot dog stand in Lamar's, Iowa. And then there's more for you in Lamar's, actually. I figure you gotta take a bathroom break. You might need to like get your energy back up. So you're gonna walk over to Bellissimo Coffee Works. Just kind of take care of anything you need to take care of there.
Madone. It's right near the Taco John's.
Do you want to guess where you're going to next?
I hope that's it. I hope I'm done.
Come on. So you left your car at Bob's Drive-In, so you got to go back there. Obviously.
Yeah, right.
What you're going to do after that is you're going to take I-80 West 1,753 miles out to the SAP Center in San Jose. That's where you're going to catch a Sharks Sens game with Ray Ratto.
Okay. Oh, nice. I'm loving it. I'm assuming someone is paying to have that
I think so.
played right now.
Have you ever seen the Wayne Persinger Bridge?
Of course, yeah.
Oh,
No, I don't know what that is.
No?
What is? I've been to Taste Buddies.
It's in Watauga, Tennessee. I've heard
Okay.
it's like a quality trout area.
Okay.
So you got to check that out. You're going to drive 2,548 miles
Uh-huh.
to Watauga, Tennessee. Make sure you take the southern route and not the northern route.
Yes,
It's
you
gonna
can save on
you-
tolls.
It's going to save you 2 hours and $7 to take the southern route. So just, you can't expense the $7. So just do that. What you're going to do next, you're going to go 399 miles to Union Station in Washington, D.C.
Mhm.
That's a pretty short journey. And after that, you're going to be done with the car.
Yeah, after I've driven for
So you can-
1 day and 14 hours, hated looking at that. All right, so I'm in DC. And
So
I'm
you
not in
abandon
the
your
car
car
anymore.
at Union Station, and then from Union Station, you're gonna ride the Northeast Regional train. You're gonna go through Wilmington and Trenton,
Yeah.
Newark,
Yeah,
and you're gonna get off at
all
Penn
the
Station.
greats.
We're almost done.
Good.
So once you
I'm
get off
almost home at this point.
once you get off at Penn Station, you are going to, I swear to God, walk 2.9 miles from Penn Station to the Upper East Side of Manhattan, New York, and that is where our contest winner is.
Oh my God. Fuck, this is great.
Well, no. We're still making you do all that.
I know, I'll do it. I'm happy. I've always wanted to go to Taste Buddies. This is so all right. Can I talk now?
I guess, yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
so I do want to make clear for anyone who's disappointed by the fact that one of Roth's apparent neighbors
Yeah.
won this contest, we are not just going to let him like walk a few blocks to
Why is
where this
that?
person
Is
lives.
that would be so nice.
Genuinely, like these people, like you all were so kind and you know, gave us a lot of money and we owe you good video, good content. So I would at least like to see you on the Staten Island Ferry with the cutout, but we're going to make it exciting.
I'll go to Lamar's. I'm not taking the Staten Island Ferry anywhere.
Honestly, yeah, go to Lamar.
All right, that's fine. What is that? Is that walkable? That is amazing. So I guess let's take the viewers inside the game, Lauren.
Yeah.
All right. I live on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. There's a chance that I don't even have to take mass transit with this thing.
But we're making,
I know. I
like, to be clear.
have to. What I'm saying is that, you know, it's a big world,
Mhm.
but maybe this is someone I see at the green market all the
Mhm.
time.
Maybe it's Sneaker Wolf.
Maybe it is Sneaker Wolf. Sneaker Wolf is a dog that lives in my neighborhood that my wife and I have nicknamed because he is a big dog and he wears little boots.
Mhm.
I can show a picture, but I don't think it would really.
Maybe tweet it later.
Yeah, I'll share Sneaker Wolf later. But wow, well, this was quite a ride, Lauren. Thank you for taking me through that, and I want to thank Sean too,
Yes.
not just for his contribution to this, but for giving me just little morsels of anxiety over the last few days as he prepared his thing, like asking me if I'd ever written critically about Dallas, Texas, which is a thought, you know, anybody that's seen Oliver Stone's JFK loves to think about what it would be like if people in Dallas were mad at them.
Mhm.
As a general rule, I think everybody handled this like professionals, experts.
Mhm.
Which is remarkable given that this is very easily the dumbest idea that this website has ever
And it
had.
works.
Yeah, here we are. Well,
Thank you for
That's great.
participating in this. Thank you
great.
most importantly to all of you.
Yeah,
Roth,
seriously.
all of you who are helping us expand our audience. We really do take it very, very seriously. What you've done for us, we don't take it for granted, and we will, you know, hopefully make it worth your while, both with, you know, the upcoming blogs and with what we make this man do.
Yeah.
On his trek to the Upper East Side.
but yeah, thank you very much. We're in your debt, and I'll see you in Lamar's Iowa.